Hey future drivers, welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about the MG4 Electric and its pros and cons. The MG4 Electric is an electric car model that has been gaining popularity in recent years. This is because of its eco-friendly nature and low operating costs. However, like any other car, it has its own set of pros and cons. Before making a decision to purchase the MG4 Electric, it is important to weigh the pros and cons carefully, and also consider your daily driving habits, charging options, and the availability of charging stations in your area. One of the main advantages of the MG4 Electric is that it produces zero emissions. This makes it a more environmentally friendly option compared to traditional gas-powered cars, which emit pollutants and contribute to air pollution. The MG4 Electric also has low operating costs compared to traditional cars. This is because it has fewer moving parts and requires less maintenance. Furthermore, the instant torque of electric cars, which means they have more power and acceleration than traditional cars, makes the MG4 Electric a powerful and speedy option. In addition, many countries offer tax incentives for electric car buyers, which can make the MG4 Electric more affordable for potential buyers. However, the MG4 Electric also has its own set of drawbacks. One of the main disadvantages is that it has a limited range compared to traditional cars, which means it needs to be recharged more frequently. This can be a problem for people who frequently drive long distances and may not have access to charging stations. Additionally, the charging infrastructure for electric cars may not be as widely available in some areas, making it difficult for the MG4 Electric to be recharged while on the road. Furthermore, electric cars may be more expensive to purchase than traditional cars, which can be a financial burden for some buyers. Additionally, the battery in an electric car may degrade over time, which can affect the car's range and performance. When considering the MG4 Electric, it's important to think about your daily driving habits. If you're someone who mainly drives in the city, the MG4 Electric could be a great choice for you. The instant torque and zero emissions make it perfect for city driving. Furthermore, the MG4 Electric is quiet and has a smooth ride, which makes it comfortable for city driving. It's also important to take into account the availability of driving stations in your area and the cost of using these stations. With the advancement of technology, many cities are now installing charging stations for electric cars, making it easier for electric car owners to charge their cars on the go. However, if you're someone who frequently takes long trips, the MG4 Electric may not be your best option. The limited range of the MG4 Electric makes it less suitable for long-distance driving. Furthermore, finding a charging station on long trips can be difficult, and it may take longer to charge your car than expected. In this case, a traditional gas-powered vehicle may be a better option. Another important consideration when deciding whether the MG4 Electric is the perfect car for you is the availability of charging options. While many people have access to charging stations at home or at work, others may not have this luxury. In these cases, it's important to research the availability of charging stations in the areas where you plan to drive, as well as the cost of using these stations. It's also worth noting that the MG4 Electric may be more suitable for city driving rather than long-distance driving. This is because the car's limited range may not be sufficient for long trips, and it may be difficult to find charging stations on the way. If you do plan on taking long trips, it's important to plan your route carefully and factor in the time it'll take to charge your car. Another important aspect to consider when buying an electric car is the cost of the battery. The cost of the battery can be quite high, and it may need to be replaced after a certain number of years or miles. This can add to the overall cost of owning an electric car, and it's important to factor this in when deciding whether the MG4 Electric is the right car for you. It's also important to remember that the technology of electric cars is continuously improving, which means that in the future, the range and battery life of electric cars may improve. Something else you need to think of when buying an electric car is the resale value. Electric cars may not hold their resale value as well as traditional cars due to the rapid advancements in technology. This means that when you decide to sell your MG4 Electric, it may not fetch the same price as a traditional car or the same age condition. However, As electric cars become more popular, this may change in the future. In terms of driving experience, electric cars offer a different kind of driving experience than electric cars. The instant torque, smoothness, and quietness of electric cars make for a more relaxed and comfortable driving experience. The MG4 Electric also has advanced safety features such as lane departure warning, automatic emergency braking, and rear view camera, which makes it a safer option. Another benefit of electric cars is that they are cheaper to maintain than traditional cars. Electric cars have fewer moving parts and require less maintenance. This means that you'll save money on oil changes, transmission repairs, and other expensive maintenance costs. Additionally, electric cars have regenerative braking systems that convert the energy used during braking into electricity, which further reduces the need for brake pad replacements. In conclusion, the MG4 Electric offers many benefits for consumers who are looking for a more environmentally friendly car with lower operating costs. Its instant torque, zero emissions, and tax incentives make it an attractive option for buyers. However, the limited range and higher initial cost may be a drawback for some consumers. It's important for potential buyers to weigh the pros and cons carefully, and also consider their daily driving habits, charging options, and the availability of charging stations in their area before making a decision. As always, it's a good idea to test drive the car and research charging options in your area. It's also important to note that while the MG4 Electric offers many benefits, it may not be the best option for everyone. Ultimately, the decision to buy an electric car, like the MG4 Electric, should be based on the buyer's individual needs and circumstances. In general, electric cars are the future of driving, and they're becoming more and more popular as technology continues to improve. The MG4 Electric is a great option for those who are looking for an eco-friendly car that is perfect for city driving. As always, stay tuned for more informative videos on the future of driving on our channel, Future Drive.